So when I said I was going to regret releasing a final thoughts video as it was likely more hotfixes were on the way, I really didn't think I'd regret it so soon. Not joking folks, this newest update to the update dropped not 3 hours after our last video here, and while not everything we addressed has been covered by Quay themselves yet, we are inching closer to a great content release. And heck, that's still with me leaving some stuff out from an earlier hotfix even, as well as a couple bullet points listed a week ago in the official post. So then, let us refine and clarify some information, yes. Oh, and talk about all the new stuff, like how cannons are now capable of scaring off pirate raids. And yes, you heard that right. Although not listed in the changes for whatever reason, a cannon hit on a pirate ship will cause them to flee. We still can't aim the damn things, and may have to rely on a rudder there, but this is a good step in the right direction. Unfortunately though, this might also mean that rushing the island is almost essential. So bring your bananas. And I suppose since we're already on the topic anyways, note that pirate raid warning sounds have also changed, and trust me, you will know it when you hear it. And in case you didn't catch it the other day, pirate captains do indeed now drop accursed trinkets themselves, so be mindful there. You get a raid, and you kill a raid, you're gonna be really close to being Wonkey. And while I absolutely still feel like pirate raids and cannons need tweaks, monkey tails are now exactly where they need to be. No, your eyes do not deceive you. We can now dig up monkey tails whenever we please, be them natural or transplanted. And coupled with the banana plant, this now makes a resource trip to the island quite possible without having to wait for the unnatural portal all flippin' day. So it's great stuff. But here's the thing, folks. Perhaps the new plants shouldn't be the only things getting all the love throughout all the Monkey hype, as our old friends have some new tricks up their sleeves. Reeds finally have a regrowth setting after becoming a part of the regrowth mechanic a couple months ago, sure. But more importantly, cacti has now received both treatments following this update. On default settings, outside of summer, they will now take 20 days to regrow, 16 if it's raining. In summer, however, they'll regrow in 10 days normally, and roughly 8 days if it just so happens to be raining in summer. In short, this just means that even if we destroy every cactus in the game, eventually they will be back, and that's good. And quite frankly, the hits keep coming, as do you recall them pieces of whack-staff machinery surrounding said unnatural portal? Yes, they not only drop cutstone and gears, but will now give us a frazzled wire for our troubles. This is clearly for folk who can't or simply won't play or go into the caves, which is always good to see. And you know, it's actually not the only thing Quay is doing to help those very people. For you see, crust-day shines can also be placed within mushroom lights and glow caps in the event that you've gotten a blueprint for them via claws or something, and don't actually have the light bulbs. Crust-day shines are also more common than skitter squids, so that's a bonus all around. Not bad. But powder monkeys still kinda are bad if I'm honest. Well, in the eyes of the constant, that is. Yes, Pigmen and Bunnymen will now properly target all powder monkeys in the game, just like they do Wonkey, so take advantage. But you know who isn't going to accidentally take advantage of us anymore? Polly Roger. Our new bird friend won't pick up any irreplaceable items anymore, so we don't have to worry about any of that. Won't unintentionally trigger spiders, and oh yeah, won't fly away with any of our crap if we just so happen to take off the hat while they're actually looting for us, so that's flippin' good. And I like Roger, but perhaps a way to toggle their ability to loot would actually be better than just, removing the hat over and over again. Oh, but here comes a change I know many of you are not going to take lightly, although it was still a much needed one. Grass rafts will now take proper damage from attacks or situations where a potential leak would have happened. Yes, they are still immune to leaks, as you can see. However, things like seaweeds and the Crab King will now absolutely wreck them pretty quickly if we aren't careful. They're still amazing little boats though, so get to sailing as soon as possible. Ocean trawlers, on the other hand, are still not great, at least in my opinion. Several updates apparently made their interaction distances better. However, from experience, I can certainly say that that is not the case, or it's maybe not what I want it to be. I do feel, though, that perhaps their fish capturing distances have been refined a little bit since release, so that's lovely. They do have some potential. I'm not here to completely bash on them, but I still just think they need to work better without us around. Now, apparently, they're supposed to have a 6.25% chance to capture a fish every 30 seconds when we aren't actually nearby. However, I tried this twice over the course of 4 days and got flippin' nothing. So I'm telling ya, just make them less efficient fish farms and call it a day. But to actually end the day comes some completely random and very small changes, like Big Wobby here being able to properly eat stuff now because they have a new animation for it. And lastly, a tweak to a Merm King's loot table that sees gnomes replaced with hardened bugs. Why, you ask? It's a good question, but it is a thing now, I guess. I suppose it's meant to be something that we can get more fishing lures and all that from, but we can just do tumbleweeds. So yeah, I'm actually not sure why this is a thing. But whatever the case, there you have it, everyone. Yet another round of hotfix changes for Don't Starve Together's newest update, The Curse of Wonkey. Which, by the way, is coming out literally a week from today, so make notes. But also be sure to give these posts a once over yourself, as many of the bug fixes may also catch your eye too, and believe it or not, I still haven't covered everything. There are some map tweaks on the horizon as well. But thanks for watching, folks. Well wishes to all. I imagine we'll be setting sail together again very soon here, so I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.